It's that time of the year again, FC Barcelona versus Real Madrid, the El Clasico. This is the day where the world is separated into two parts, the Blaugranas and the Los Blancos. Before we get into the preview, I highly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. First of all, it is extremely close now in La Liga. Real Madrid and Girona are the leaders with 25 points. Followed by Barca with 24 and Atletico with 22. This El Clasico can therefore already be a title decider. If Madrid wins, they extend their lead. If Barca wins, they overtake Real. And if it turns out to be a draw, Girona can overtake both Barca and Real. And they would be the new leaders, which is insane. A win for Barca could also make this happen if Girona win their next match. Let's first have a closer look at last season's games against Real. The first El Clasico ended in a 3-1 victory for Real at the Bernabeu. Barca wasn't necessarily worse, but Real was just much more efficient. It was also still the build-up phase of Xavi's new team. Then we faced them in the Copa del Rey at the Bernabeu again. This game was quite tame. Both teams seemed fatigued and Barca ended up winning by an own goal from Eder Militao. This was the start of a 3-game battle between the teams in 2 months. Then Barca faced Real for LaLiga at the Camp Nou. This was basically the title decider and Real had to win to still have a chance. This game is my favorite game that I witnessed live at the stadium because Barca played so good, the fans were insane, and to top it off with a last minute goal by Kessie was just something else. The last time they would face each other was for the Copa del Rey's second leg at the Camp Nou. But here, something happened what no one, including me, expected. Barca started off strong and it seemed like they would defend their 1-0 lead. But just before halftime, Real scored. I think this broke the Barca players mentally. And in the second half, Real was all over us. And eventually it became a devastating 4-0. This just shows that El Clasicos are always incredibly unpredictable, but they are so fun to watch because anything can happen. The teams did play against each other in pre-season too. Barca won 3-0, although I have to say that Real Madrid was quite unlucky with their chances and the score could have been completely different as well. Let's move on to how the teams are expected to play. As you know, Barca has had a lot of injuries so far this season. And they are heading into the Clasico without Lewandowski, Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Roberto, Koundé and Pedri. These are a lot of key players, so that's already a major disadvantage for Barca. But Real also has some injuries. Militao, Courtois, Arda Güler and Ceballos are all injured as well. The players to watch are Jude Bellingham, of course. He has been the best player in La Liga so far, coming in clutch in very important moments, and he is currently the top scorer of the league with 8 goals. Real also has a lot of other amazing players. It is a great team with talented young players such as Vinicius, Camavinga and Tchouaméni, just to name a few. I really hope Araujo can cope with Vinicius as he has done before, because the one time he didn't was in the 4-0 victory for Real last year, and we don't want that to happen again. Because Barca is missing so many players, I expect the lineup to be Ter Stegen in goal, Balde, Araujo, Christensen and Cancelo in defense, Oriol, Gundogan and Gavi in midfield, and Felix, Torres and Lamine in attack. I hope some of our key players such as Gavi, Felix, Gundogan and Araujo stand up and drop a masterclass. Otherwise it will be difficult to beat this Madrid side. I'm also excited to see Lamine play his first El Clasico. The game will be played at the Olympic Stadium, which is a great stadium, but it is not the Camp Nou. Thereby the atmosphere will be less tense and less overwhelming. I still hope the fans turn up and that they will be our 12th man just like they did last year when we needed them. With all this in mind, I believe it will be a close game. I think both teams aren't in their best form. Barca is missing more key players, but we still have an amazing team that can perform. With the help of our incredible fans, I expect Barca to win 2-1. Let me know what you think will happen in this El Clasico in the comments down below, And while you're down there, please subscribe and like the video. And I will see you next time with more football content. Thanks for watching.